Welcome to Tapestry with Miriam on Fusion Channel. Today I have talented Dorothy Briggs, who's going to tell us more about herself, and as we continue to celebrate women in our community who are doing extraordinary things. So welcome, Dorothy, to our studio.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Miriam.
Can you tell us more about yourself?
Well, I'm in my 70s. So I've been working for like 60 years.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, it's just been crazy. I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and because I don't like taking orders from people.
Yeah.
And so I give the orders, which is really good. It works really good for me. And I think that's how it all started. You know, I knew at 14 years old that I was going to be an entrepreneur. I just knew it. You know, I wanted these pair of shoes, and my mom said, no, you can't have them. And so I went to work. I had 3 jobs, and I got those shoes. I had those shoes within 2 weeks. So I knew if I wanted something, I had to do it myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really great. So I've known you quite, now it's been a while, like more than 5 years, I guess. I've attended your events, Womanition, which you are a founder. And I wanted to find out what inspired you to start Womanition? And just the name itself is like...
I know the name is fantastic.
Yes.
So, you know, Womanition, intuition, ambition, you know, like that's how it came about. But I felt, you know, when I was kind of growing into being an entrepreneur and working at different things and trying new things, I thought women really need help. Because it was still and still is a somewhat of a man's world, and it's changing because more and more women are going to university, they're educated, and so I thought Womanition would be a great segue to help women. And then I started adding pillars. So we started with the magazine, then we had networking, then I started a mentorship program. We have an online program. We have leadership conferences. Now we have 5 a year in Calgary, Red Deer, and Edmonton. We have an award program where we have honored 170 women plus in the last 6 years in 9 different categories. So we have everything. Some people have networking. Some people have a magazine. I have everything for my women to get that exposure that they need for their business.
Wow, so you wanted to kind of get all this in one umbrella.
Yes.
You know how
one-stop shopping.
One-stop shopping.
Yes.
That's really great.
Yeah.
Some of the objectives of Womanition, like you've talked about, to help new entrepreneurs, business women that are coming up and all that. How do you manage to make sure that they stay on course in all this?
Well, I'm a very disciplined person. I always thought that I was kind of like a robot because when I get up, I do this, this, and this, and then I'm in my office all day.
Yeah.
But I'm very disciplined, and I expect that with, like, when I have my meetings. We start on time, we end on time. I do what I say I'm going to do, always. And I think that's probably the most important thing, is doing what you say you're going to do. So I really drill that into my clients' brains, because they need to, if you don't do what you say you're going to do, then your reputation is gone. Yeah. That's what I believe.
Yes. And you've worked with, you are very diverse in what you're doing, and because we've seen a lot of different kinds of women that come to your events.
Right.
And different kinds of women that you're dealing with in the community.
Right.
And different communities that you actually tap into as well.
Right.
You are really, really this woman that is very versatile. And I really, you know, I'm very proud of what you do.
Thank you.
And all that. But what are some of the challenges that you face? And on that point as well, what are the accomplishments of those challenges?
Well, you know, when I first started 18 years ago, my first magazine, I had a health and wellness magazine before this. And then I thought, I need to fill these pages. So how am I going to fill these pages? So I thought, I'm going to profile women, because I used to do this with the magazine that I had when I was living in Kelowna and Calgary. And so I thought, this would be a great way to promote these women. And so I did, and my first magazine came out, and I had 10 women attack me and say, what are you doing? This is like a catalog, and they were so insulting. And I even had to hire a lawyer to tell them to stop talking. They were hurting my business. And, you know, I almost quit But when you said what were one of my challenges and what I overcame was, no, I'm doing this.
Yes.
I knew this was going to work, and I knew it was going to be a success. I believed in what I was doing. So anyway, that was a challenge for me.
Yes.
Like, it was just horrible what I was going through. Like, I was crying every day, and it was just so sad.
Yeah.
But no, you just persevere, and you just do what you got to do.
Perseverance. Yeah. That's great also, because as a woman, a leader in the community as well, what you're saying, even to our viewers, the women that
Right.
having the same challenges where people come to you and say you can't do this or you can't do that, that's having that tenacity to really go forward to what you're doing is really great. You work with a lot of women again throughout the province, uplifting them, doing stuff for them. What are some of the unique stories that you have heard from them or witnessed that has also changed you? Because sometimes when we talk to people and stuff, sometimes we also get that, we get inspired and we change.
Yeah.
What about you? What are those stories that have inspired you and changed?
Well, I have ladies who only do, they do the magazine, they get featured in the magazine, and they come to my networking. That's all they do. And some of these women have become millionaires because of what we offer them.
Wow.
Yes, and especially through our mentorship program. I can't believe we've had people, girls who run a business, and they couldn't even stand up and talk without shaking and even crying. And one girl in particular is teaching students at NAIT, like now. And she was one of them. She was, just vibrating.
Yeah.
I know. And so we teach them that they're worth it, like, you're worth it. You can do this, and we're going to show you how. So we overcome the challenges. And this mentorship program is so amazing because we ask them, what do you need? Do you need money? Do you need image? Do you need sales, marketing programs? What do you need? And they tell us, and then I match them up with the correct person who's going to help them go through this. And I'm there too. Like, because of my experience and what I've gone through, I can just about mentor anybody in any of these situations, because of what I've learned.
Did you have anyone in your life that helped you the way you are helping others?
No.
No?
Nope.
Wow.
And it's really funny because I can't believe I did this. When I had ideas, I wouldn't tell anybody. I wouldn't share them. I wouldn't ask for advice. I would just go, I'm doing this.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. Well, now I teach people, ask. You can't do this by yourself. You can't do it alone. I probably would have been a multimillionaire by now if I would have listened to my own advice. Yeah.
Oh,
no.
wow.
I know.
You also have created Biz Brigade.
The Biz Brigade.
Biz Brigade. What is that leadership? It's a leadership conference?
Yes. Yes, it's amazing. And what we do is we pick speakers. And right now we have leadership conferences going on constantly. Right now we have one in a couple weeks. And so what I do is I get speakers who can talk on a theme. And the theme is, this time, lessons learned.
Oh.
So we get these speakers to get up on stage and they talk about what they have learned from their experience in running a business. You have no idea how that can help someone else.
Yes.
It's phenomenal in every category. Like, we have an event planner, and talking about customer service. Do you know how bad customer service is? You walk in someplace and they don't even say hello to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what do you want? Like, and you kind of like, oh, okay. I told a girl in the store the other day, she was smiling at me, and I says, you know what? You should give lessons to the people who work here because you are amazing, and I really like you, because she smiled at me.
So,
Okay?
so what you're saying is that everyone in this world has, even if they can teach something that they know.
Yes.
And maybe they don't even realize they know it.
That's
and
right.
when they come to you, to Womanition, they can actually be able to uncover that gift.
Well, it's really funny too, because you just brought something up. I did not realize how much I knew. I'm selling license agreements across Canada. I want to go into the States. Someone even offered to work with me and bring my concept to Asia. And so there's lots of things going on in my brain. But anyway, I've got Alberta South sold, and I just sold Nova Scotia, the whole province. And I'm mentoring this girl. She's from Barbados. Yeah. She's amazing. And I love her. And she is so willing to take on what I've done. And what I've done is I've built a business in a box. All you have to do is pick up the phone and phone people, because I've got everything dealt with. The website's all up. Everything's done for these people that want to come in and run their own business. And I can make sure that they get all their money back in their first year of business if they do what I suggest. So it's a system, but it works.
It works. And just you talking about somebody from Barbados, I'm trying to wonder, your Womanition, I'm from Zambia, originally from Zambia, and I've never had that, Womanition in other countries, especially in Africa. Do you intend to go global one day?
Yeah, I do. But I have to do it really fast because I'm getting up there, right? Like and you're I still believe that if I'm 85, I'm going, and I'm healthy and I'm going.
You're going.
Oh yeah, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. Well, I have a lady who I call her my daughter, and she's from Africa, and I know you know her. Yeah. And Eveline Niero with Ellie Bianca. Yes. And she wants to take me to Africa. And she said, Dorothy, you could make this, you could have a magazine right now.
Yeah.
In where she's from.
Yeah, she's from Kenya.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I think that it's important to because what you're doing is very unique, and what you do is very unique especially to women.
Yes.
We feel empowered when we, in the presence of all these women that have, done great things. Yeah. And I think that it's something that can go far. To have just the name itself, Womanition.
I know.
It gives you that ambition, like you said,
yes.
To go forward and do something, and you're doing great. Have you ever mentored someone, I know you mentor people, and but you've given someone advice who, maybe they didn't get it, and then they feel like, I should have gotten it, and they come back to you. Have you ever come across that?
Oh yeah, I get people asking me for advice. I even have people asking me, how do I publish a magazine? And do you think I want to tell them? No. But I do help them. I do help people. And sometimes people come to me and the idea is totally stupid. And how do you not hurt their feelings with something like I had a stupid idea. I started the Pet Chronicles. Yeah. Well, nobody wanted to do any business with me, so I shut that down.
Oh.
Everybody makes mistakes. And Warren Buffett says 70% of everything you do is going to probably fail. Yeah. And that's where you're going to learn all your biggest lessons. Yeah. So keep failing. Keep failing, because I did. That's probably where I am today, is because I failed so much and spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on stuff that was totally stupid. And now I know. I know what to do. Now I know. But it took a while to learn that.
Wow. That is just, and you've been very successful with your businesses. I know you're telling us now that you failed, but we don't see that because we just see how successful and how you've connected to everyone around you and really know your customer service. You really know your customer service.
Yes.
Sometimes when you're successful, you become lonely as well. Because you feel like people don't want to be. Have you experienced
never.
that?
I am not lonely. I do not have children. I don't have a dog. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have a husband.
Okay, you've heard it.
Yeah. And I don't want any of those because I am so happy. I was telling one of my friends who's also a client. My clients become my friends real quick. And I was telling her, I said, I wake up every day singing a song.
Wow.
Like Taylor Swift, Dua Lipa. I sing these songs when I wake up. I'm thinking about them. I'm happy and I'm never lonely. never.
And you're always creating,
Yeah.
You've also created these awards called
Superlative.
Oh.
Yeah, because the winners get
Mouthful.
pearls. So it's superlative.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how it is?
Yes.
So the winners get the pearls, but they are nominated by their own peers.
Anybody can nominate. You could nominate 9 people in 9 categories. You just don't want to nominate 2 people in the same category because who are you rooting for, right?
Yeah.
So we give people the opportunity. You don't have to be in Womanition. You don't have to be in our community. Like we have 9 categories. You know, there's philanthropy, health and wellness, new business, like 1 to 5 years, entrepreneur of the year. We just started one too, 55 plus, a trailblazer who's just starting a business and they're 55 years old. I started Womanition when I was 54. So really, it's never too late to do these things, you know? And then we started another one too, called The Spirit of Youth. And they're 13 to 21-year-old girls. And we have more people nominated in that category than any. It's just amazing. These young girls, they're our future, and we have to look out for them.
Exactly. How do you, how does one tap into these awards? How do they? Because I didn't know about it. You're just telling me now. Yeah. So, what are some of the challenges you faced in dealing with these awards, especially this particular one?
Well, let me tell you something. I do not have to worry about anything because I have an event planner. And she does all the worrying for me. You know, you got to hire people to do the job because I'm too busy. I don't have time for the details. And Doreen Kylie Creative, she does all this work for me, and she's phenomenal. And I don't want to say it too loudly because if I do, people are going to start hiring her, and then I get thrown to the back of the bus.
We have heard that already.
Yeah,
we will hire her. So that's really great, and I'm really thankful that you came. I don't know if you have something to tell our viewers, something coming up in. With Womanition.
Yeah, we've got so many things. Our networking. In Edmonton, it's the last Tuesday of the month. Sherwood Park is the 3rd Friday of the month. Red Deer is the 1st Thursday. Calgary is the 3rd Tuesday. So we have all these events. And then our Biz Brigade Leadership Conferences. All you have to do is go to the website and you'll see all the events that are happening. November 18th is our award gala. We have over 200 people in the room, and these women who are honored, even the nominees. Like last year, we had 42 nominees. Oh, and they get a gift too. And then we have a nominee reception for them, and we have, wine sponsored, and food, and music, and it's just an amazing.
It's amazing.
It is. It's just lovely because these women. They're from little Alberta, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they don't get recognized for some of the beautiful things that they're doing, and so I give that to them. And I'm so proud. I'm really proud of that.
Yeah, I know we are proud of that as well. Do you have a team that you work with, and what's the website? You talked about the website. Is it womanition.ca or womanition.com?
Yeah, womanition.com.
So we just want to make sure that our viewers know about Womanition. How can someone join Womanition?
Well, our Facebook page, Womanition Connect, anybody can join, no cost to join. We have meetup.com. You join Meetup, then you find our groups, Calgary, Red Deer, Sherwood Park, Edmonton. All you can join. That's free to join too. There's no cost at all to join. The only time a person pays is when they buy a page and get profiled in the magazine. And then we have our leadership conferences. All the speakers and everything get everything for free.
Yeah.
They just bring 7 people and we have a full room. And everybody takes responsibility. When you bring 7 people to my Biz Brigade Leadership Conference and we have 15 speakers, how many people are you going to meet? A lot. So you meet a lot. How many years would it take you to meet those people? I've been doing this business model for a long time and it works for everybody.
It does.
It does.
It does.
I had one lady had 73 leads from a leadership conference.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
And that was my question too, like how do you choose these speakers? Because like I know you talked about, sometimes you listen to their stories,
yes,
about, the experiences
yes,
of how they started their business and stuff like that. So that's how you do it? You choose them according to...
Well, what I do is, and I've done this for 18 years now, the women who support me, I'm going to do everything in my power to make them successful. So the only women who get on my stage are the ones who support me by buying a page in the magazine, and then they get it all. And I now have my own channel. My channel is called 10TV, the Entrepreneur Network.
Yeah.
And so this year I offered all these women a free marketing video. We get it edited for them. There's music, and we're just going to splash this all over social media to help them grow their business. And also, TELUS Plus TV kind of headhunted us a year ago in October. It's a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And they offered me 10 shows. And then I got 9 more. And now I've got 10 more. And season 2, I'll have 20 programs streaming 24/7 on TELUS Optic TV. So I'm really, really excited about it.
Yeah.
And it's so good for the girls too.
Yes.
Like they get all this exposure. And all they have to do is market themselves with me and I take care of the rest. And I'll tell you another thing, Miriam. I've had 3 people trying to copy me. Do you know that?
No.
3 people, and guess what? They're out of business. You know why? Because I make it look so easy. And it's the hardest job I've ever had. It's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. But it's the most rewarding.
Yeah, you've put value to it. That's why, right? And it's important to do that.
Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you've put value to it. Now, what next for Dorothy?
What's next?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I know you are in the 70s, and I know you were talking about 85, still going. So, what next for you?
Well, you know what? Have you ever read this? It's called Blunder, Wonder, Thunder. And this book is so amazing because it talks about the S curve of business. Okay? And business goes up and down all the time, right? Like COVID, down, and now it's up.
Yes.
Okay? So this is really important because the most dangerous part of your business is when you're at the top.
Yeah.
You have to come up with different ideas. You take what's not working and you put what is. That's why I got 10TV, the Entrepreneur Network, because now there's 60,000 people who have access to the streaming of this 24/7.
Yeah.
And then with TELUS Plus TV, between Alberta and BC, there's over 1 million viewers streaming TELUS Plus TV. So it's all about exposure. One of my girls, Heather Andrews, who has the Alberta South location, says all the time, you cannot be a secret and a success at the same time.
No.
So choose what you want.
Yeah.
And everything is a choice. Do you want to be happy? Do you want to be successful? What do you want? Whatever you want, you can have.
That is great.
Thanks.
Whoa. That's deep. That's deep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. This is Dorothy Briggs, the founder of Womanition. You've heard her. She's energetic. She's just spontaneous. She's just an awesome woman, and I love her.
Thank you.
I've known her for a while now, and we just want to thank you so very much for coming to our studio and just sharing just a bit of you.
Yeah. Well, I think I gave you a lot.
Yeah, just a bit of you, and we are very thankful for our crew here. Thank you so much again from Tapestry with Miriam.
Thank you, Miriam. I really appreciate this.